Bantamweight prospects are here for their shot at greatness. And across the card, world-class grapplers, proven champions, and the next wave of Brazilian stars ready to take what's theirs. In Sao Paulo, under the brightest lights, legacies are born. LFA 229 starts now.
History is made tonight when the LFA Octagon touches down in Brazil's largest city, Sao Paulo, for the first time. From inside the Ginásio Pelazon, this is LFA number 229. What is up, LFA Nation? Welcome to Legacy Fighting Alliance on Vice TV. I'm Ron Kruk. A big night here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So we had to bring in the big stars. Big Nog is here tonight. Antonio Rogério Nogueira and my man. Great to have you, number one, but to also be a part of history. And this night, the first time ever, the LFA has done a show here in the city of Sao Paulo. Really an MMA mecca.
Great match, you know, especially this card. We're going to have a main event, very interesting main event. You know, Richard Martins against Vanderlei. You know, Toquinho. This kid is a Muay Thai killer. Toquinho is having beat, Carlos Prates in the Muay Thai match. On the other side, Richard is very hungry. This kid is an impression as well.
Absolutely. Well, Sao Paulo, we have such a history here with current and past UFC fighters that are just killing it right now. Some LFA alumni too, as in Alex Pereira and Carlos Prates. But tonight, as Big Nog said, we're going to see some of the next generation of Brazilian stars, including what he just talked about in the main event. What a matchup we have when the Ultimate Fighter Season 31 veteran Richard Martins looks to continue his winning ways when he clashes with Vanderlei Gonçalves, who will enter the LFA Octagon for the very first time. Big Nog, let's talk about Richard Martins first. He is a black belt in Muay Thai, and he has been on fire. He has yet to lose in that octagon behind us, 5-0, and he's won 10 of 11.
Yeah, this kid is very impressive. You know, he's aggressive, great hands, great kicks. He fights everywhere. He's really strong for the weight division, and he's creative, man. He does like spinning kicks, all the kind of kicks, and good hands, very straight hands, very aggressive, good throw defense. This is a complete kid, like you said. He's really great new generation coming up to LFA. 26 years old, he's young.
Yeah, absolutely, and he does pack some power in those punches. 8 of his 10 victories coming via knockout. Well, his opponent, Vanderlei Gonçalves, he's a dangerous striker as well. He's got a solid Muay Thai background, and he is coming in tonight, Big Nog, to make a statement in his LFA debut.
Yeah, this kid is aggressive. Borrachinha, the UFC fighter.
Yes.
He is a partner trainer of Borrachinha. I know this kid for about 7 years. I was in Borrachinha's camp, and I see this kid striking. You see in the Borrachinha gym, this fight. Yeah, I see him striking. He's good. And he's even improved his submission skills. You see the arm triangular, but he's a Muay Thai specialist. He beat Carlos Prates in the Muay Thai before. He went to Thailand. He killing people in Thailand, so he want to show this thing now.
Not literally, but he's getting people down in the octagon. There's no doubt about it. Very well-rounded too, Big Nog. He has 9 total victories, 5 coming via knockout or TKO, and 4 submissions. So there is a lot on the line in that main event tonight. Our current LFA welterweight champion is Jonathan Piersma from New York. He captured the belt back in November. So the winner tonight takes a step closer to getting a shot at his title. As you can hear, we are rocking here in Sao Sao Paulo, Brazil. It is hot, and we are ready. That is the main event. Let's check out the rest of the action here at LFA number 229. Co-main event features 4 UFC fight veteran and Charles Oliveira's teammate Felipe dos Santos returns to the promotion for the first time since 2022. He'll battle with 22 fight vet Jenilto Matos. Former LFA Bantamweight champion Vinicius Pires makes his 8th career appearance and begins the journey back to reclaim his 135-pound belt when he throws down with Tawan Ribeiro. And to kick off the evening, multiple BJJ world champion Bianca Basílio looks for her 2nd straight win since turning pro when she meets another BJJ black belt in Rafaela Guedes. It's ladies first here in Sao Paulo. Bianca Basílio and Rafaela Guedes. Basílio is 30 years old as we check out the tail of the tape powered by SLS, Street League Skateboarding. Guys, Guedes is 5 years younger. Guedes is an inch taller, but Bia champion has a 1-inch reach advantage. Both ladies weighed in at 125. Now to officially kick off LFA 229 here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's our ring announcer tonight, the spectacular Thiago Pamplona.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Pelezão Sports Center in São Paulo for the main card of the LFA 229. Tonight's show is sanctioned by CAB MMA, the Brazilian Athletic Commission. This next bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds for the LFA Flyweight division, and it's brought to you by SLS, Street League Skateboarding. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She's a grappler. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs in at 125 pounds. She holds an undefeated professional record with 2 wins, being 1 knockout and 1 submission, representing Nashville MMA and fighting out of São João do Rio Preto, São Paulo, Rafaela Guedes. And her opponent standing across the cage fighting out of the red corner. She's a jiu-jitsu style fighter. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs in at 125 pounds. She holds a professional record of 1 win via submission, representing the fighting nerds and fighting out of São Paulo, the jiu-jitsu world champion, Bia champion Basílio. And the referee in charge, Fernando Portela.
The MMA era of Bia Basílio has begun. Ring girl Annie getting us ready. 2nd fight of 2026. She's coming off a quick win in her debut, but looking to spoil the fun is Rafaela Guedes. We are underway. Guedes with the blue tape and black shorts, and Basílio red tape and yellow trunks. Thrilled you could be a part of LFA 229 here on Vice TV. The fighting nerds, Bia Basílio. Got a quick 1st round armbar win. The black belt in BJJ, the 2-time ADCC world champion. I mean, there's so many. Her resume is just unbelievable, Big Nog. We could be talking about it forever. But she is as dangerous as they come on the ground.
Yeah, Bia Basílio, once we was shooting for UFC TV the shows called From BJJ to MMA.
Yeah,
and
right.
I called her to be part of this show. We made this transition. Then I called Bia Basílio. She said, I'm not ready yet.
Oh, well, she was ready.
But now she's ready.
In the guard. And she is swarming.
You see
Rafaela Guedes. How slick and quick of a transition was that?
John, Rom, you see that takedown and the transition to the back position was like less than 1 second.
It was so super quick, and she is attacking. She wants another 1st round submission win. Rafaela Guedes is comfortable. She too on the ground is a black belt in BJJ. But this is her first fight in almost 2 years, making her LFA debut tonight, unbeaten as a pro and amateur, 2-0. It's a very emotional night for Guedes too. She was very emotional and teared up, crying in our fighter meetings. It's the first time fighting since her mom, Raquel, passed away a year ago due to breast cancer. And so an emotional night for Guedes and a big night for Basílio. Man, the attack continues. The chess game, Basílio on the back of Guedes.
You know, the crowd say, you know, put her to sleep. Yeah, bota pra dormir.
That put her to sleep?
Put her to sleep, put her to sleep.
Oh, it's always a great time here in Brazil. Such passionate fans. As we are coming up to 2 minutes and 15 seconds opening round. Basílio has been in this position as she tries to flatten out Guedes. Guedes was funny. She was saying, Big Nog, I'm a huge fan of Basílio. She inspired me, and I'm honored to fight her. But she also said, I was a white belt when Bia was a black belt.
Yeah.
But Bia just an inspiration to the vast majority of the female jiu-jitsu community. And she called Bia an inspiration to her as well.
Oh, look at the position. I think she's already there. She's already there, man.
Guedes trying to keep that chin down. Oh.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
If Big Nog says so, it happens just like that. The MMA era of Bia Basílio has officially begun, and so has the party here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The fighting nerd has blown the roof off of this arena.
The arena went crazy, bro.
Blew up. Second first round finish in her second career fight and her second win here in the LFA Octagon. And she wants to get right back at it. She said she wants to fight 4 or 5 times, and if you keep submitting women in the first round, she might be able to meet that. Guedes had no choice, did she, Big Nog? That was as tight as it gets.
Yeah, the way she did, you know, she threw to the side, to the arm, you know, then downside, went to the neck, crossed the neck, was kind of, not in the neck, was kind of the, you know, and the chin, right in the chin. And she did it, but was impressed. The way she threw was so fast, the double leg, and the transition to go to the back was fast like this.
Yeah,
like less than a second, she was in the back, established, and she was calm, you know, like experienced. She had like more than 10 years in the top of the BJJ in the world, so she used that in the octagon tonight.
Well, we will get the official time. You are watching LFA number 229 live on Vice TV. Basílio gets another first-round finish, and we will get the official time of the stoppage inside to Thiago Pamplona.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Fernando Portela has called the stop at 3 minutes and 36 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission via rear naked choke, Bianchini Basílio.
Fighting nerds, Basílio. I know somewhere my broadcast partner Kyle Bajalio is partying as well. Basílio. Second straight victory here in the LFA. She got a first-round armbar her first time out, and now she adds a first-round rear naked choke to her resume as well. The Basílio era has officially begun, folks.
UFC is back in the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington, for another edition of Fight Night. And former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya looks to stop a three-fight skid when he battles American wrestler Joe Pyfer, who has won 3 in a row. LFA alumni are well represented, with 10 former LFA athletes, including 4 past title holders, entering the octagon. 3 of those champions, Gabby Fernandez, Le'Veon Douglas, and Bruno Lopez, are all from right here in Brazil. And it's the MMA swan song for one of my LFA broadcast partners, Michael Chiesa, who for the final time in his 14-year UFC career makes the walk to the octagon. Chiesa gets a home game competing in Washington when he battles Nico Price. Best of luck, my man. I hope to work with you again soon in the LFA broadcast booth. Featherweights enter the octagon here in Brazil next, when Sao Paulo product Renan Freitas gets home cage advantage for his LFA debut, when he tangles with Venezuela's Leandro Solano, who goes for his 5th consecutive victory. You're watching LFA 229 on Vice TV.
On Friday, April 3rd, the LFA touches down in Shawnee, Oklahoma. The main event will see the return of the ruthless finisher, Macias Ularania. Also on the card, the heavy-handed Charlie Cleveland. Plus, highly touted finisher Elias Rodriguez looks to stay undefeated. And it all goes down at LFA 230.
Feel the rush of the cage, the spin of pure fortune. Dimebit.com, where MMA legends clash and casino reels ignite. Bet live on every punch, every takedown, every knockout. Dive into blazing slots and high-stakes tables. This isn't luck, it's engineered adrenaline. Risk meets reward. Champions are crowned. Dimebit.com. Casino, sportsbook. Step into the fight. Visit now.
Bruce Irons.
One of the best 2 riders in the world.
Bruce Irons.
Get back out on the main track and spin a few more laps.
We are at Hampton Downs in Auckland for the last race of 2025.
Today we're looking at the top 3 moments from our 2025 season. First up is Daytona.
We are here to show you a typical day of training for Dakar 2025.
Who am I? I'm a champion.
Yes!
Most people think getting in fighting shape is all about brutal workouts and starving yourself. They're wrong,
and I should know.
World-renowned trainer of 12 UFC champions, 3-time trainer of the year.
Here's my secret weapon. Bondi Pure cuts off hunger and nourishes your body. This makes cutting, leaning out, and getting into top condition easy.
45,000 success stories and counting.
Try it risk-free for 90 days. Bondi Pure, it's the champion's secret to effortless weight cutting.
Back at the sold-out Gimnasio Pelezon here in Sao Paulo, Brazil for LFA 229. Featherweights up next as we check out the numbers and the tail of the tape powered by Dark Sports Athletics. A matchup, Leandro Solano and Renan Freitas. Freitas 26, Solano a year older. Freitas is 2 inches taller, weighed in a pound lighter, and will try and take advantage of being 3.5 inches longer in the reach. Back inside to Thiago Pamplona.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds for the LFA Featherweight division, and it's brought to you by Dark Sports. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a wrestler. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs in at 146 pounds. He holds a professional record with 7 wins, being 4 knockouts and 1 submission with only 1 defeat, representing inside Muay Thai and fighting out of Bragança Paulista by way of Puerto Ayacucho, Venezuela, Leandro Solano. And his opponent standing across the cage fighting out of the red corner is a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs in at 145 pounds. He holds a professional record with 9 wins, being 6 knockouts and 2 submissions with 3 defeats, representing Chute Box Diego Lima and fighting out of São Paulo, Renan, the protagonist, Freitas. And the referee in charge, Cristiano Padilha.
Second fight of the night here at LFA 229. We are set to go. This place is rocking. Ron Kruk along with the MMA Brazilian legend Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. Big Nog. We've seen a lot of finishes on the early prelims, and we started off the main card the same way, pretty much right where we picked up. Leandro Solano, the blue tape, black trunks, and Renan Freitas, red tape and yellow shorts.
And Solano looks like very physical, strong, you know, he's a grappler, but he's being proven. He's from Venezuela, he's not Brazilian. He's grappling, wrestling, good level of wrestling, but he's proven look at that. This kid is really strong.
Wow, absolutely. He's proving your point right there, Minotauro.
It is.
Well, you know why he's so strong? The dude used to work as a miner. And he said, I am motivated to never work in a mine again. I'm going to keep winning, and he has won 7 of 8.
Yeah, by the way, you know, he's trying to throw, hanging this kid, Freitas. He have to have a lot of endurance to keep that rhythm, you know. And the other kid is from Judo boxing.
Right.
He's a striker as well, so he can strike both. Look at the defense.
Very slick. Nice takedown defense by Freitas. As they transition, Freitas now back up against the octagon wall, and he's on his feet. Freitas 9-3, as Big Nog said. The Diego
look at this
Lima.
elbow. What is this knee? He's throwing from very close distance. He did like 3 times. It's a really good one. Works a lot.
Wow. And the scramble. We will reset. Center of the octagon. Both men throwing down. Oh, knee from Solano. Stuffed the takedown.
Look, the little knee. Walks like
just a short little
little one.
Oh, now Leandro's Solano on the back. Did he get up too high and slips off? It looks like Freitas is going to get out of this for now, but the arm is still caught.
Freitas really great techniques in the defense, from the back positions, from the takedowns.
Absolutely. Now Solano looking, it goes from the single leg to the body lock. Solano showing off his power. Freitas showing off his defense.
Freitas defending everything, and we're gonna see if Solano can keep, the same power in the second and third round. I think it's too much pushing.
Furious pace here in the opening round. Freitas coming off the first trip to a decision in his MMA career. Black belt in BJJ, but he has 6 knockouts on his resume. As you were mentioning in the prelims, everybody here is a well-rounded mixed martial artist.
It is. Look at that. Solano like gets out. You can see that.
Now Freitas on the back, and he's landing some solid shots as Solano on his back. Minute to go, opening round, LFA Featherweight division.
Yeah, Ron, we are seeing that coming back,
Yeah, without a doubt. Right now, strikes going the way of Renan Freitas, out striking Solano 55-8, and he continues to tee off. 30 seconds to go. Freitas making his debut. Oh, heavy leather. Referee taking a good look, and now he stops it. Renan Freitas gets a victory tonight in his LFA debut. Another fighter representing Sao Paulo, and he gets it done. Outstruck Solano 79-8 in that opening round, Big Nog. That's domination. But it started off with Solano looking real good, showing off his power with those takedowns.
It is, but it's too much strength in the first 2 minutes. He didn't control, he pushed, he dominated. But the Freitas has a good heart, and coming back was controlling and defending. Those 3 knees he threw it in the cage. I think changed a little bit the game. The back defense, defense of the arms, and once he was in the top, he controlled really well, and he shows up. He's Charles the Bronx partner trainer, high level, MMA and BJJ training, so he did it.
And then Freitas victorious in his LFA debut. We will get the official time as we take a break. You are watching LFA 229 live on Fights TV. Welcome back to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Renan Freitas gets his 7th first-round finish, and we're going to get the official time from Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Cristiano Padilha has called the stop at 4 minutes and 41 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Renan, the protagonist, Freitas.
Charles Oliveira, training partner Renan Freitas, makes it a successful LFA debut. 7th first-round finish. He was coming off the first trip to a decision in his MMA career. Well, he got back to his finishing ways here tonight in Sao Paulo.
Week is the second half of back-to-back events. On Friday, April 3rd, the Sooner State, Oklahoma, and the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in Shawnee play host to LFA number 230. The main event features one of the Dominican Republic's top prospects when Macias Urania squares off with Dana White's Contender Series veteran Xavier Franklin from Texas in a key bantamweight matchup. Circle the wagons and join the LFA in Oklahoma next Friday, April 3rd. Tickets are still available at grandboxoffice.com and follow at LFA Fighting for more information and an event preview from inside LFA. LFA number 230 will air live in the United States on Vice TV and select preliminary bouts stream live on Spectation Sports. Plenty of more action coming your way from here in Brazil. Up next, another athlete representing Sao Paulo and the Fighting Nerds, Diego Bianchini, strives for his 10th career victory. But standing in the way of that goal is 22-fight veteran Yuri Neles, who makes his promotional debut tonight. You're watching LFA number 229 exclusively on Vice TV.
The future of fortune, the edge of exhilaration. At DimeBit.com, the odds are rewritten, the stakes are redefined, and the thrill is unparalleled. Not just a game, a revolution in motion. Imagine a world where every wager is a step closer to the ultimate prize. When the world plays safe, you play smart. DimeBit.com, casino, sportsbook, your playground of possibilities. It's engineered adrenaline, push past the boundaries, defy expectations. Visit us now.
CPI, stem cells, they could do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there, it worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was f***ed up, and then he went down and got stem cell treatment. Now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close second.
A local jump spot. This is where I've learned pretty much all the tricks that I know, and I spend so much time here just to get comfortable in jumps and also just to train.
The record is like -15, so the feeling temperature is like -25.
Today is tournament day. We're going to be taking you through from start to finish. Hopefully we win the whole thing and celebrate with y'all.
The idea of the day is to help you learn what is your best swim position in the wetsuits. we're now trying to determine her perfect swim pace for an Ironman distance.
Bruce Irons.
One of the best tube riders in the world.
Bruce Irons.
Check out LFA.com for event and ticket information, exclusive LFA merch, and new episodes of Inside LFA. We now have a catch weight matchup of a 175 pounds between Diego Bianchini and Yuri Neles. The tail of the tape is powered by Bondi Pure. The Brazilian bad boy Diego Bianchini is 29 years old, and Yuri Neles is 4 years his elder. Neles is 2 inches taller, and yes, he will have a massive 11-inch reach advantage in this fight. Back inside the LFA octagon in Tiago Pamplona.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Catchweight division, 175 pounds. And it's brought to you by Bondi Pure, infused with nature, backed up by science. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs in at 172.6 pounds. He holds a professional record with 12 wins, being 7 knockouts and 2 submissions, with 10 defeats, representing RD champions and fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Yuri Seu Jorge Neles. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs in at 174 pounds. He holds a professional record with 9 wins, being 1 knockout and 6 submissions, with 2 defeats, representing the fighting nerds and fighting out of São Paulo, Diego, Brazilian bad boy, Bianchini. And the referee in charge, Osiris Maia.
Osiris Amaya, our referee here for this catch weight, and ring girl Annie getting us ready for this matchup. Diego Bianchini came into the octagon and shoved Yuri Neles. So, Big Nog, the fight started a little bit early before the fight started.
Yeah, I mean, Bianchini is this kid's on fire. He's a great fighter, but he knows how to promote, but also he takes this thing for real. He's fight at home. He's a São Paulo guy. I think the crowd motivates him.
Absolutely.
He's a great jiu-jitsu guy, so strike as well. He's really complete.
Don't blink. This is going to be a banger, folks. And right like that, Diego Bianchini was the kick, and now looking for a takedown, but Neles fending it off well. Bianchini.
Like you said, Ron, this fight started in the weighing. You know, you see those. I think the hardest weighing I have seen LFA in the last stage was this fight.
Absolutely. Bianchini works hard to get that takedown. Let's see what he can do from here. 6 of Bianchini's 9 wins coming via submission. 4 by way of rear naked choke. He loves to attack the neck. But give Yuri Neles a lot of credit. He took this fight on less than a week's notice, making his LFA debut. He said, I'm always ready, I'm always training, wasn't a big deal. And the change of opponents for Bianchini, he basically said it didn't matter. His last opponent and Neles are pretty much the same person, and he really didn't care. Bianchini is a great personality.
It is, and he was camping for many years in this shoot boxing.
Right.
He was very close to Charles the Bronx. I haven't seen they train jiu-jitsu for long, and now he kind of, you know, training that far nerds with those guys over there. Oh, look, he went to the Foot Lock.
Look at this. Training with the Fighting Nerds now, but you mentioned it. He credits you. Oh, there's the tap out. Walk-off submission in the very first round for Diego Bianchini. And right over the cage and right in front of LFA CEO Ed Suarez. And the Brazilian bad boy is back. He told us yesterday during the fighter meetings that he was done messing around. He was very disappointed in his decision loss to Jeff Creighton back at LFA 223. Said, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't training the way I should. And he said, I am coming in and I am going to get this done. There will be no way that this fight will go the distance. And Diego Bianchini makes quick work of Yuri Neles. I mean, he seemed like he was on a mission tonight.
He's great. He's a great fighter. You know, he said, I know this kid since he was like 16, 17
He
years.
credits you, Minotauro, for getting into MMA. A lot of people do, my man.
Yeah, I've trained with him a couple times. He's high level jiu-jitsu, you know,
and this is how it started. Thiago getting in there, separating them. Thiago's a fighter, man, heart of a champion. But there we see the finish, Diego Bianchini.
But in the end, you know, he did well, the submission, and then he held the guy, you know. You said the fight was over.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, quick work for Diego Bianchini tonight. We're going to get the official time here. Actually, we're going to take a quick timeout here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And when we return, we will get the official decision. Don't go anywhere. Back in Sao Paulo, Brazil for LFA 229, Diego Bianchini gets his 10th career win, and we're going to get the official time. Here's Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Osiris Maia has called the stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 56 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission via outside heel hook, Diego, Brazilian bad boy, Bianchini.
Training with Du Bronx, Charles Oliveira, also our man Kyle Bajalio. He's trained with the great Anderson Silva, 13 years of training, and it all started because he watched some fights with Big Nog and then trained with him. Diego Bianchini, the Brazilian bad boy, gets a huge win here. He said, I am now taking my career extremely serious. 10th career win. And he delivered tonight. LFA 229. Rolling on from the sold-out Gimnasio Pelazon here in Sao Paulo. And This place has been rocking. As you can see, sold out. And we have stars from everywhere here tonight. So many UFC stars, including an LFA veteran and who is just killing it in the UFC right now. There's the tease. Who is it? So many people here within the audience. He's won 6 straight LFA alum, UFC featherweight, and one of the class acts here in all of sports. There was the tease, folks. I had to stretch it out. Melk Costa, welcome in, my man. So good to see you back here. The LFA veteran who has won 6 straight, man. Congratulations first on the success you're having in the UFC. Thiago is going to translate.
Veterano do LFA, tá com uma sequência de vitórias fantásticas de 6 lutas no UFC. A gente está muito feliz de ter você aqui. Como é que ao que você acredita esse sucesso dessas 6 vitórias consecutivas no UFC?
Obrigado, irmão. Essa vitória é o meu time. A gente trabalha muito forte, muito duro. Eu tenho um time muito completo, chutebox de Emílio, em Bauru. E, cara, é o trabalho de 6 anos do time, da equipe João Emílio, que a gente está trabalhando muito forte. É isso, chegou o nosso momento.
I gotta thank my team. It's because of them. I trained with chutebox João Emílio, and my success, it's definitely because of them, because of the training that I have with them every day.
6 straight wins. You're just dominating. That last one was a thing of beauty, and that has earned you a main event coming up in May. You get a shot at the tough Arnold Allen. Talk about that matchup and your first ever main event in the UFC at the Apex.
6 lutas seguidas, muito sucesso, e agora você vai fazer uma luta principal contra o Arnold Allen no Apex, né? Finalmente a sua primeira luta principal. Como é que você está se sentindo com isso?
I feel great because this is my dream. I'm training a lot. This is my moment. My last 2 fights, I'm KO 2 guys, never KO, never finish.
Right.
And right now, Arnold Allen never KO, but May 16, you sleep.
And he breaks out the English, man. That's impressive, man.
What am I doing here?
Yeah. And you see his last knockout was a spinning kick, was right in the time. You know, it looked like the spinning kick was in the body, but the guy went to the takedown at the same time. Was a beautiful walk. I'm a big fan.
I am too, man. I am too. That has to mean a lot coming from the legend, Big Nog.
Oh man, this is legend. This guy, my fan. I love Mestre Minotauro. I love stay here, LFA, because eu sempre estive aqui, né? Eu saí daqui.
I came out of the LFA.
And right now, I live in my dream. I'm fighting the UFC. But it starts now here. This is my moment. This is moment. This is the fight today. In the future, very good fights in here. In the future is the belt. This is.
Let me ask you, just before we let you go, you mentioned it. You started here. You went 1-1 in the promotion. How did the LFA help prepare you for that next level?
This is the last level. LFA in the down for the world, for the UFC, for the PFL, for the great event in the world.
Absolutely. Well said, Mel. Mel Costa, we are so excited to see you back. Make it a lucky 7 in a row. How's that sound?
Oh, yeah. He will.
All right, the party rolls on here in Sao Paulo, Brazil for LFA number 229.
Tô tentando, mestre, tô tentando.
Featherweight Showdown in Minnesota on Friday, April 17th, when LFA number 231 goes down from the Mystic Lake Casino Hotel in Prior Lake, Minnesota. The former 145-pound champion, Elijah Johns, looks to earn his 9th career win in the LFA Octagon and take a step closer to reclaiming his belt. When he tangles with undefeated and former St. Cloud State wrestler Tanner Tremblay, who has won 13 straight fights, including his amateur career. Tickets for LFA 231 and this can't-miss event are available at Ticketmaster.com. Forget about March. The LFA is delivering May Madness when the promotion stages a triple header of events in May. It all begins on Friday the 15th when the fabulous Foxwood Resort Casino Hotel in Mashantucket, Connecticut plays host to LFA number 232. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Then the promotion goes right back to the East Coast on Friday, May 22nd, and the Seneca Allegheny Casino in Salamanca, New York for LFA 233. Get your tickets now for this must-see event at Ticketmaster.com. The triple header concludes with LFA 234 on Friday, May 29th, when the Octagon returns to Brasilia, Brazil for the promotion's 3rd international show of 2026. For more information on what will be a memorable May, follow the promotion at LFA Fighting on all social media platforms and check out LFA.com. The feature fight of the night is up next. The former Bantamweight champion Vinicius Pires makes his 8th career walk to the Octagon to begin the journey back to reclaim his belt. He faces off with Tawan Ribeiro, who has 8 fight-ending submission wins and has reeled off 4 straight victories. The business portion of LFA 229 is coming up next on Vice TV.
Some striking, some development on technique.
We are going to have a great sesh today with the crew. I'm super excited.
Top USA teams to get ready for our first international events.
Indeed, definitely. As Haycox now looks to attack the knee. Oh, he's got
it! The future of fortune. The edge of exhilaration. At Dimebit.com, the odds are rewritten, the stakes are redefined, and the thrill is unparalleled. Not just a game, a revolution in motion. Imagine a world where every wager is a step closer to the ultimate prize. When the world plays safe, you play smart. Dimebit.com, casino, sportsbook, your playground of possibilities. It's engineered adrenaline, push past the boundaries, defy expectations. Visit us now.
Bruce Irons.
One of the best 2 riders in the world.
Bruce Irons.
CPI, stem cells, they could do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there, it worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was up, and then he went down and got stem cell treatment. Now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close second.
Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline away.
And we are back in Sao Paulo, Brazil. LFA 229 live on Vice TV. The only way to make the action more exciting is to scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the action at DimeBit Casino and Sportsbook. DimeBit, the official casino and sportsbook of the LFA. We've got a huge bantamweight matchup coming up. The former champ, Vinicius Pires, is your minus 1,000 favorite as he starts his road back to get his belt. And he will be facing off against Tawan Ribeiro, who comes in as a plus 480 underdog. Back inside the LFA Octagon and Thiago Pamplona.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the blue corner fighter, Tawan Ribeiro.
Riding a 4-fight win streak, boasting a 100% finishing rate. Tawan Ribeiro makes his LFA debut against a former champion. Last loss was all the way back in November of 2023. Comes in with a solid 9-2 record, 100% finishing rate, 1 knockout, 8 submissions, and 5 first-round finishes. This is his first fight in almost a year. He comes in as Tapology's number 33 ranked bantamweight in Brazil, number 19 at featherweight. He will go back and forth. He's 6-1 at bantamweight, 9-2 overall. Was very open in the fighter meetings yesterday about talking about his battle with alcohol and drug addiction. Jesus Christ saved him, brought sports into his life, and as he was saying that, there was the loudest thunderclap I think I've ever heard. Sao Paulo had a crazy storm roll through, and now here he is, Tawan Ribeiro, making his LFA debut. Said it means everything to him.
Jesus Cristo é o cara.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vinicius Pires.
After suffering his first loss since 2019 and losing his LFA bantamweight title in the U.S., back in November, Vinicius Pires returns to the cage in his home state. He captured the title by submitting Lionel Aboher. That was at LFA 205 last March, and then lost to Artem Balak by decision. We talked to him about that fight, and he said, you know what, I took 15 days off, I grieved, and I got right back to the gym. I'm too focused. He felt he was just too focused on trying to take Artem Balak down. Wishes he had used more striking and definitely wants a rematch, but he's got a tough test with Ribeiro here tonight. Big Nog, this is a important matchup for Vinicius Pires. You've gone through times where you lost a title fight and then you come back. Mentally, what went through your head during those times?
Yeah, it's a time to coming back. You know, Vinicius is an aspiring fighter. And he's a warrior, man. I mean, this kid has been through a war inside the octagon. Many times we thought he's going to lose the fight, and he's coming back and changed the results. And the way he lost his last fight, but I think this kid is a star, you know. So he'll come back, and he'll look at this. He's so emotive, and he's from Sao Paulo, so it means a lot to him, you know, coming back in his homeland and try to go back to the win way.
Yeah, he was very focused yesterday, and And he always is such a positive person with a great attitude. He is ready to start that journey back to reclaim his belt. LFA Bantamweight action. The feature fight of the night, and the tail of the tape is powered by OnlyFans. The bad boy killer, Vinicius Pires, is 29, and Tawan Ribeiro, 1 year older. Both athletes stand 5'7", made the contracted weight. It's the former champion Pires who has a 1-inch reach advantage. Let's get the fighter introductions from Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, this featured fight of the night is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Bantamweight division. And it's brought to you by OnlyFans, where creators earn. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs in at 135 pounds. He holds a professional record of 9 wins, being 1 knockout and 8 submissions with 2 defeats, representing Academia Octógono and fighting out of São Bernardo do Campo, São Paulo, Tawan Ribeiro. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He's a grappler. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs in at 136 pounds. He holds a professional record of 11 wins, being 1 knockout and 5 submissions with 2 defeats and 1 no contest, representing MMA and fighting out of Sumaré, São Paulo. He is the former LFA Bantamweight champion, Vinicius Bad Boy Killer Pires. And the referee in charge, Fernando Portela.
Ron Kruk and a Big Nog with you as we have reached the feature fight here at LFA 229. Ribeiro making his LFA debut against the former champion. No easy fights in the LFA. You want to make your debut? Well, here's our former champ.
Yeah, Tawan is a guillotine guy. He's got a 6 finish from guillotine, so he's a submission man. And the other side, you have the former champ of LFA. You know, he steps, you know, couple times, 6 times in this octagon. So he's well known. Absolutely. He's fighting at home, but it's not easy.
At home and back in Sao Paulo, as you pointed out too, Big Nog. That's an important thing. Comes in with that 11-2 record. Lost that title fight in November to the current champ, Artem Balach. Ribeiro, 9 wins, 8 coming via submission. But he felt like he wanted to keep this fight standing, at least in the early portion. And I liked what Pires said too, Big Nog. He just said, listen, I know this is a huge opportunity for Ribeiro. That makes him very dangerous. And he said he's a tough fighter. He capitalizes on mistakes, but Pires said, I will not make a mistake.
Yeah, look at his cartel, like 9 wins, you know, 9-2. He's 11 fights, you know, 9 wins, 6 by, you know, the submission. But he's a good strike as well.
Without a doubt.
Very decent boxing. That's why he takes a lot of guillotines, because he got a good boxing, and people shooting his leg, he got the guillotine.
There you go. He actually said he wanted to show off his new aspects of his striking game, especially his boxing. And a couple minutes into the fight, he is doing just that. Two submission guys in a stand-up war. That's a strong jab by Ribeiro. Pires comes in and they lock up. He's got the underhooks in. Pushes Ribeiro up against the octagon wall. Make sure you're following the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting for exclusive fighter
articles, new episodes of Inside LFA, and ticket information. Pires has a lot of fans in this building tonight.
It's a good way, you know, that Pires is using to try to throw Ribeiro with the body locks, you know, like Greco-Roman throws, because he didn't expose his neck to the guillotine. Since, I'll tell you, man, since he knows the guy gonna give the guillotine, man, who got a good guillotine? You gotta be careful.
Yeah, and you know it's coming. It's a question of, can you stop it?
Even you know it's coming, it's coming. You know?
Right.
You'll never be ready for something like this. Oh, look, good body lock. Sweep.
First takedown of the fight goes away of Pires. And now he pushes Ribeiro up against the wall. Ribeiro grabbing the neck of Pires. Operating from the side. This is a big opportunity for Vinicius Pires, Big Nog.
It is, and he's going his body close to the cage, so don't give any space to Ribeiro to coming back and stand up.
Slowly transitioning, looking like he was going to take the back.
Beautiful, man, beautiful. The way he point his knee and go to the mount position straight. Wow, he got a chance.
He's got 4 victories via rear naked choke, and methodically he's working his way. Got the figure 4 on, locked in, but he's landing some nasty elbows. Vinicius Pires with the takedown, the elbows, the submission attempt, just ran out of time in that opening round. But a strong finish as we look at the highlights here. Vinicius blocks the head kick. Ribeiro is letting his hands fly, and that was a nice elbow landed by Pires. And then he finished the round strong.
Yeah, he controlled, for sure he controlled the first round, you know, by the points. Didn't know.
One of the great gym names in all of MMA, Matt MMA. That's not me saying it, it's just, that's the name, Matt MMA. Formerly Black Sheep MMA. And Tawan Ribeiro has 1 round under his belt here in the LFA, making his debut. Fighters touch gloves. We are underway. This is the LFA 229, a feature fight of the night. Ribeiro stalking Pires now. Fighters lock up again.
Yeah, since Ribeiro knows he lost his first round, he's, you know, he probably took the attitude, you know, by his corner and say he was, you know, behind in the points. So he probably took the attitude to try to change that game, you know, in the second round.
We're talking about the submissions of Pires, but Ribeiro, 8 submission wins, 5 via the guillotine, 3 wins via rear naked choke.
Oh, look, nice position. Oh, went to the leg lock.
Pires attacking the leg. Lets it go.
This kid, he went at the very good transition. He went to the leg lock just to, you know, to sweep and go to the top. Very smart for him, you know, staying in the bottom wasn't That's a champion thinking, you know,
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, exactly.
Fast thinking.
And I thought he might hold on to that leg and go for the leg lock, but now he's in such a much more dominant position.
And you see the way he stands his left-handed leg to control the hip control. This kid, he's real, he's good.
Still only 29 years old. And he is all over Ribeiro now. What I also like about Pires is he's always going and fishing for that finish. Well, that elbow may have cut Ribeiro open. Definitely did some damage. And now Ribeiro looking to come out the back door, can't do it. Here he's got him in the figure four again. And looking for another submission.
He was in the mount position and Ribeiro escaped really well. But, you know, Pires just opened the leg, let it go to get the back. High level jiu-jitsu.
Without a doubt. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I love coming down here too, is the level of world-class jiu-jitsu on display in the LFA Octagon is amazing. I mean, we see it in the States too, but down here in Sao Paulo and Brasilia and Rio, it's a different world for sure. Under 2 minutes to go, second round.
I like to see this symbol of the, you know, sport secretary of São Paulo. They push a lot of sport in this state,
and that's great. I know we will be back here in one of the MMA meccas. Oh, and Pires just drags Ribeiro back down into his world.
Yeah, my friend, Ribeiro, you know how to move in the ground, high level. You see how he's standing the other leg, just control the hip.
And then continues to do damage with the elbows as well. Very active. Always working, that's for sure. And right now, Vinicius Pires, the former champion, really dominating this fight.
But you see, even in a different side, I think you're not take it. This guillotine for this kid is...
How tight is that, Big Nog?
Man, I'll tell you, he wasn't supposed to have this guillotine in this side, but he does.
5 wins via the guillotine for Tawan Ribeiro. And I mean, the way that Pires was grimacing, I think it was pretty tight, but time is winding down here in the second. Ribeiro looking for a last-second submission and a major upset. Wow.
Wow, man.
Vinicius Pires was in some trouble. What a submission attempt from Ribeiro. Started the round again with Pires punching his way in and then scoring the takedown. Went back to work with the elbows. There was a nasty elbow to the side of the head. But give Tawan Ribeiro a lot of credit. He almost pulled off a last-second submission. Not enough to steal the round, though, right?
Not enough to steal the round. I think that the round was on Pires, you know, the former champ. He controlled the fight, but you know, Ribeiro pulled 2 more. Normal Dumont, you saw that UFC fighter, Normal Dumont, and her boyfriend right here.
And Marco Tulio,
Tulio,
LFA vet. as we begin round number 3, this LFA Bantamweight matchup between the former champ Pires and Ribeiro making his debut, and he's coming out with a sense of urgency, but it's Pires that gets him on his back again.
This kid is a guillotine. Something special, man. Good defense for the Pires. You know, he defended really well for the guillotine. He's holding, you know, the hands of the Ribeiro. He did well.
Oh, front kick from Ribeiro just missed. Now he goes with the head kick, blocked by Pires. Now we got ourselves a fist fight, and the spinning elbow from Ribeiro just misses the target, and Pires firing back, circling around. And Ribeiro stalking the former champ.
Ribeiro knows, you know, he probably lost the 2 rounds by points, so he got to step and, you know, step forward like he's doing, try to, you know, look for something to finish a submission.
I agree. He's definitely fighting here in the final round with a sense of urgency, but there's the trip and the takedown that Pires has had success with all fight.
Yeah, now one with the shoulder, like.
Again, it looks real tight.
This kid guillotine is something different because now he's got a chance to do the katagatame. Good defense by Ribeiro. Good defense.
Pires now on the neck of Ribeiro. Ribeiro powers his way out. Fans here in Sao Paulo appreciate it. Pires catches the kick. So we're coming up on 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Ribeiro not giving the easy that win for the former champ.
Yeah, he's giving him all he can handle. In his LFA debut, Ribeiro said it just means everything. His mom is here. He said every fight puts some more bricks to the house that I'm building for my mom.
Yeah, man, a win in LFA, you know, international show means a lot to those kids.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, like a chance to go to the different organizations, a chance to buy us a house for them, you know, for them, changing lives.
Absolutely. Well said, my man.
I saw that in person, man. I did it myself. I did the first money I made it, I buy a house for my mom.
You are the man.
Yeah.
So is your brother. Where was that?
She lived in Pompano Beach. So we went to buy a place over there.
I love it. Under a minute to go, 3rd round. The former champ looking to erase the memory of that title fight loss back in November.
The wrist control, Pires did and Ribeiro now saved him, you know, because Ribeiro went to tried to the guillotine. He had a wrist control really good. Look at that, man. This kid guillotine is for real.
I mean,
look
so
at that.
dangerous.
All the time.
Oh, Pires gets out.
Now he's out.
Looks just like what he did in that 2nd round. Ribeiro able to get the neck of Pires, but the former champ finishing strong, and the fans are on their feet as time winds down and elbows come down.
Wow.
That's gonna do it. And for the first time tonight, we put the judges to work. But it was both fighters. Minotauro had a chance to end this fight. As we take a look at some of the highlights. It really began with both fighters striking and exchanging.
Good elbow, good kicks, good defense, but dominance of, you know, the octagon, dominance of the mounting positions, dangerous positions. I think totally the win was for Pires. You know, the former champ proves that experience inside the octagon. He's fight number 7, but I think he's gaining back the way of the wins again. Beautiful to see after the big war, those guys hugging themselves.
Yeah, that was so cool. Tawan Ribeiro was just happy to get this chance, and Vinicius Pires looking to start his journey back to becoming a champion. The winner announcement is coming up next. Much more to go here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and LFA 229 live on Fights TV. Back here in Sao Paulo for LFA 229, we go to the judges' scorecards for the first time tonight. Let's get the official decision inside to Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we went to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All the 3 judges scored 30-27 for the winner. By unanimous decision, Vinicius, the bad boy killer, Pires.
The win column. Vinicius Pires begins to take the step to reclaim his bantamweight belt, improved to 12-2. He is now 6-1 in the LFA. Huge win for Vinicius Pires, and it was not easy against the man Tawan Ribeiro, making his LFA debut. Let's hear from the former champ. He's standing by with Thiago Pamplona.
I'm here with the winner and former LFA Bantamweight champion, Vinicius. What a beautiful ground performance. Was that your strategy, to take the fight to the ground and work on your grappling that we all know it's amazing?
Estamos aqui com o vencedor da luta, o Vinicius. Vinicius, você teve uma performance no chão hoje espetacular. Essa era a sua estratégia, levar a luta para o chão e fazer o seu jogo de chão?
Primeiramente, agradecer o pessoal de São Paulo. E aí, São Paulo! Porra! Primeiramente, agradecer aí o Tawan, o Fred. Pô, você sabe o respeito que eu tenho por vocês, pela equipe de vocês, mas isso aqui são negócios. Então a gente tem que lutar, a gente trabalha, mas o meu respeito por vocês aumentou mais ainda. A minha estratégia a princípio era trocar, mas se caso agarrasse, fazer o meu jogo de chão. Ele é um cara agressivo, ele é um cara perigoso. Eu sabia que ele tinha uma guilhotina perigosa, tanto que ele tentou várias vezes em mim, mas eu estou muito treinado, eu treino jiu-jitsu há muito tempo com os melhores, tá? Então é isso, eu estou pronto para onde essa luta cair.
So I'd like to thank Khumoyun and Fred. This is a business. I'd like to say sorry for it. but I was well prepared for my ground skills, and that's what I did. I was focused on my game, and I'm happy with it.
Vinicius, you're the former champion. Do you think that this victory put you back on the title picture?
Vinicius, você é ex-campeão do LFA. Você acha que essa vitória te coloca de novo na esteira do cinturão?
Como diz o Charles Oliveira, tá faltando alguma coisa aqui, porra! Ei, Belak, se você quiser a gente faz essa revanche e eu garanto pra você que não vai ser o mesmo resultado. Vambora!
So, like Charles Oliveira say, I'm the guy and I'm waiting for Belak for a chance for me. I want to fight for the championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Vinicius Pires.
Vinicius Pires, he wants another crack at the current champion, Artem Borlak. That could be next for him in the very stacked LFA Bantamweight division. The co-main event is coming up next as we roll on from Sao Paulo, Brazil. You're watching LFA 229 live on Vice TV.
The LFA 229 co-main event is up next, and it should be an absolute banger. Felipe dos Santos, a 4-fight UFC veteran and teammate of Sao Paulo's own Charles Do Bronx Oliveira, returns to the LFA octagon for the first time since 2022. He'll tango with Jenilto Matos, who owns a 100% finishing rate and has 10 victories via submission. Don't go anywhere. The co-main event is up next, right here on Vice TV.
Most people think getting in fighting shape is all about brutal workouts and starving yourself. They're wrong, and I should know.
World-renowned trainer of 12 UFC champions, 3-time trainer of the year.
Here's my secret weapon. Bondi Pure cuts off hunger and nourishes your body. This makes cutting, leaning out, and getting into top condition easy.
45,000 success stories and counting.
Try it risk-free for 90 days. Bondi Pure, it's the champion's secret to effortless weight cutting.
Bruce Irons.
One of the best 2 riders in the world.
Bruce Irons.
CPI, stem cells, they could do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there, it worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was up, and then he went down and got stem cell treatment. Now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close.
They're going to do some striking, some development on technique.
We are going to have a great sesh today with the crew. I'm super excited.
Top USA teams to get ready for our first international events.
They definitely, as Haycox now looks to attack the knee. Oh, he's got it!
Feel the rush of the cage, the spin of pure fortune. Dimebit.com, where MMA legends clash and casino reels ignite. Bet live on every punch, every takedown, every knockout. Dive into blazing slots and high-stakes tables. This isn't luck, it's engineered adrenaline. Risk meets reward. Champions are crowned. Dimebit.com. Casino, sportsbook. Step into the fight. Visit now.
We have reached the business portion of the LFA 229 card and an important matchup in the LFA Flyweight division as we check out the DimeBet fight odds. DimeBet, the official sportsbook and online casino of the LFA. Felipe dos Santos returns, and no, that is not a misprint, folks. He comes in, the 4-fight UFC veteran, as a minus 10,000 favorite, and the underdog, Jenilto Matos, a very live plus a 960. Scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the LFA 229 action here in Sao Paulo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the fighters for the co-main event of the evening. In the blue corner, Jenilto Matos.
Over a year and a half since his LFA debut, Jenilto Matos returns looking for his 15th career W. Comes in with a 100% finishing rate, 4 knockouts and 10 submissions on his resume. He has won 2 of his last 3 fights. It's his first appearance since LFA 191 back in 2024. It is his first fight at Flyweight since 2022. Comes in looking to make a statement, and boy, he is a major underdog coming in here, Antonio.
Yeah, he's underdog, but he's a dangerous fighter, you know. His background is a boxing. He's a striker. He have one experience in LFA. He lost, but he's a tough. You see a fighter with 14 wins, 8 losses. So he's 24 fights, really 22 fights, and his cartel is very experienced. He's from Pará, north of Brazil,
right?
Land of the strong people, man.
He actually, talking about the striking, he coaches the Pará Olympic boxing team.
Pará is a very traditional. Pará, Bahia, and São Paulo, where the most boxing guys are fighting for. For sure, he's dominated his boxing stance.
Jenilto Matos looking for his first victory inside the LFA octagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the fighter in the red corner, Felipe dos Santos.
Coming off a win following a 4-fight UFC stint in November, Charles Dubronx Oliveira's teammate Felipe dos Santos returns to the LFA ready to continue his road back to the octagon. This organization will put athletes in the UFC, and they will also get them back, and that is the goal, Big Nog, for Felipe dos Santos. He's very excited to be back here and said, listen, I know that this is where I want to be, but the UFC, of course, is the goal, but the quickest way to get back there is to win here in the LFA.
Yeah, the LFA for sure was the way he went to the UFC. I remember this fight, you know, he won, was a war, man. And you see Lippe, he throws everything, 100%. He don't leave like even a bare like 1%, you know, in his fights, he goes for war. And this kid, he is so like creative. Felipe, he got the knees, he got submissions, he got the elbows, he throws everything. This fight was a war, one of the best fights I ever seen. And I have a chance to comment in the LFA. Was throws. Wow, man, what a
battle
win,
with Hugo Paiva. That was his one win in the LFA, and it launched him to a 4-fight career in the UFC. His one win in the UFC was against one of our past champions, Victor Altamirano. And now he is back inside the LFA octagon. Let's now check out the tail of the tape for the co-main event presented by Sao Paulo City Hall Municipal Department of Sports and Leisure. Felipe dos Santos is 25. And Jenilto Matos is 4 years older. Dos Santos is 4 inches taller and 2.5 inches longer in the arms. Matos did come in heavy and will forfeit a part of his paycheck to Dos Santos. Once again, inside to Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, this co-main event bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds for the LFA Flyweight division. And it's brought to you by Prefeitura de São Paulo e Secretaria de Esportes de São Paulo, the City Hall of São Paulo, and the Department of Sports and Leisure of São Paulo. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a boxer. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs in at 127 pounds. He holds a professional record of 14 wins, being 4 knockouts and 10 submissions, with 8 defeats. Representing Diogo Teles MMA and fighting out of Redenção Pará, Jenilto Caramelo Matos. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs in at 124.4 pounds. He holds a professional record of 9 wins, being 2 knockouts and 4 submissions, with 3 defeats and 1 no contest. Representing Chute Box Diego Lima and fighting out of São Paulo, Felipe Detona dos Santos. And the referee in charge, Osiris Maia.
LFA 229 co-main event, and he is ready, and so are we. Sold out crowd here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and a lot of them are here to support the return of Felipe dos Santos after 4 fights in the UFC, and to welcome him back is Jenilto Matos, who's got the blue tape and the black trunks, red tape, yellow shorts for Dos Santos. Ron Kruk and Big Nog with you here, cage side for LFA 229. One thing that Felipe dos Santos was talking about yesterday was being patient. He said that is something that I needed to work on. You know, sometimes I was just being a brawler. I'd go in there, I want to put on an entertaining fight. But he really said, I got to focus on my patience.
Yeah, Lipe had the experience to go to the, UFC. He lost it to Manel Cap. That was a fight of the evening. And Manel Cap is a top guy, in UFC, like top team.
100%.
Top 3 guys. So
earned the fight of the night bonus, and that was well deserved. Lonnie Kavanaugh was another opponent of his, so he's fought some tough competition, as I said. Vito Altamirano, our former champ. Matos on the ground and Dos Santos on the side now. And looking possibly mount up. He's got that arm pinned down.
Oh, look at the triangle.
Oh my goodness.
He got it.
It's tight, Felipe dos Santos. The triangle is in. Can Jenilto Matos hang on?
Yeah, he got it.
Walk off submission. Quick work tonight for Felipe dos Santos. And the celebration here in Sao Paulo can begin. His 5th first-round finish. And people are losing their minds here in Sao Paulo.
He's a shoot boxing kid, he's fighting. He's from Maceió, not just Brazil, but he's in São Paulo, he's at home. And everyone loves this kid, he's such a nice kid. He well deserved it. And he fought MMA. He's a good striker, but a good way to finish by triangular. very tight triangle. Look, Mark Tulio is MOD. Everyone, you know, like Felipe.
Right.
He throws everything, man.
So I guess all that talk about being patient was really kind of BS. Quick work here in the first round. Hey, you take a win when you can get it, right?
Yeah.
You're not paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the LFA, Felipe dos Santos. Big Nog, you saw it right away.
Very tight triangle. You know, the way he got the triangle was good, but, you know, Rom, his cuff, you know, his leg was behind the neck, was right there in the place. I couldn't tell. It was impossible to get out. And he did, man. He showed up. He's a striker. Wow, look, he's probably his wife, his girlfriend. She's very funny.
That's, I mean, the emotion here for Felipe dos Santos. I mean, that will get you back on the UFC's radar very quickly, because Jenilto Matos is a veteran fighter, had 22 fights, and Felipe dos Santos made quick work of him tonight. Let's get the official time inside. Here's Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Osiris Maia has called the stop to this contest at 1 minute and 43 seconds of the first round, declaring the winner by submission via triangle choke, Felipe Detona dos Santos.
Fifth submission victory, and his fifth first-round victory as well for 25-year-old Felipe dos Santos. Came in as the biggest favorite on the card tonight, and he did not disappoint. And he is now with Thiago Pamplona.
I'm here with the winner, Felipe dos Santos. Man, you're a striker, but you told us that you were training with Matheus Bocam and your jiu-jitsu is getting better, and you just showed. Was that a strategy to take the fight to the ground and to finish?
Você é primordialmente um striker, mas hoje você demonstrou outras habilidades de chão. Isso que você pensou para a luta era desenvolver o teu jogo de chão?
Primeiramente quero agradecer a Deus, dedicar essa vitória antes de tudo a uma pessoa amada que semana passada acabou falecendo. Minha mãezona Ana é outra mãe de coração, então eu queria pedir a Deus pela vida dela, que Deus possa abençoar a vida dela. Dizer que da onde você estiver, eu amo muito você. E obrigado pelos seus feitos aqui na Terra.
So, I'm happy today, and this victory is for my mom that passed away a few weeks ago. So I'm dedicating this victory for her. It's all for her, and thanks for her that I'm here today.
Lipe, you came back to the LFA with a spectacular win. What do you want next? Do you want to fight for the belt here, or do you want to go to the UFC? Give me your plans.
Depois dessa espetacular vitória, quais são os teus planos pelo futuro? Lutar pelo cinturão?
Eu vou esperar o Diego, meu empresário, resolver. Mas se o LFA abrir as portas, com certeza eu tô aqui sim. Se falando da luta, graças a Deus, submission and first round. Então, é isso, queria agradecer Matheus Mendonça, o Bocão, por estar todo dia me incentivando dentro dos treinos. Eu prometi para mim que, após eu perder meu contrato no UFC, eu ia me dedicar muito mais do que eu me dedicava. Então, hey Dana, hey Mickey, I need a new chance again because I deserve it and I'm ready for this moment. This is my show forever.
Eu estou esperando a chance do LFA para disputar esse cinturão, mas se o Dana também achar que eu estou pronto para o UFC, gostaria muito de ter uma oportunidade novamente.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Felipe dos Santos.
10th career victory for Felipe dos Santos. Currently, there are two flyweight champions here in the LFA, Eduardo Chapolin and the interim champ, Marcos Degli. And Felipe dos Santos made a statement tonight. He may get a shot at one of those belts next. Earned his 5th submission win and his 5th first round finish.
LFA kicks off April with the promotion's return to Oklahoma for the first time in 3 years. On Friday, April 3rd, the Sooner State and the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in Shawnee play host to LFA number 230. In a key bantamweight matchup, the Pink Ranger from the Dominican Republic, Macias Urania, battles with Texas product and Contender Series veteran Xavier Franklin. The winner makes a strong statement to earning a shot at the title next. The loaded LFA 230 card also features a must-see heavyweight showdown between surging big men Niall Bartling and Charlie Cleveland. Plus, fighting out of Oklahoma City, Lovato Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA product David Wright goes for his 6th straight win when he locks horns with Canadian John Moore, who has won 6 of 7. Tickets are still available at grandboxoffice.com. Select preliminary bouts stream live on Spectation Sports beginning at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, followed by the main card airing live at 8 Eastern on Vice TV. And follow at LFA Fighting for more information and an event preview from Inside LFA. The marquee fight of the night is up next. Compiling an impressive 10-1 record and 8 of his victories coming via knockout, Richard Martins enters the octagon on the verge of a title shot. His opponent, Vanderlei Gonçalves, is a dangerous striker with knockout power looking to make a statement in his LFA debut. 2 top welterweights clash in the LFA 229 main event from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and right here on Vice TV.
On Friday, April 3rd, the LFA touches down in Shawnee, Oklahoma. The main event will see the return of the ruthless finisher, Macias Urania, who aims to make it 3 in a row. Also on the card, the heavy-handed Charlie Cleveland.
Charlie Cleveland lands the bomb.
Plus, highly touted finisher Elias Rodriguez looks to stay undefeated.
Oh, what a domination! That is all!
Oklahoma will see an electric night of action. It all goes down at LFA 230.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. I will be champion one day, I promise. I promise.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Brandon Moreno, and I'm so happy to announce my introduction to OnlyFans. It's time to get naked. Nah, I'm just kidding. Video gloves, exclusive content, training, instructions, all that stuff and more. You can watch it in my OnlyFans channel. So guys, subscribe and see you there. Let's go.
This is how legends are made. I know I got what it takes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. I'm too competitive. I like the narrative. That I'm the best in the league. Who you comparing with? That isn't competitive. Top of the throne in the league. How you moving so on the speed? I just been bringing the heat. I just been bringing the. I just been Just been breaking the fire.
Back in Brazil's largest city, beautiful Sao Paulo, as history being made as the LFA stages their first ever event here in the city of Sao Paulo. Ron Kruk along with Big Nog, the MMA legend. So glad that you could be a part of this historic night. We've done 27 events here in Brazil, but this is the first time, Big Nog, that it's happened here in the city, the proper city of Sao Paulo. So many fighters have got their start right here or in the region, and tonight it's pretty cool to be in the Mecca of MMA.
Yeah, the Mecca of MMA, you know, the most of high-level MMA fighters in São Paulo right now, the land of shoot boxing, the land of fighting nerds in many different gyms. So that's why we're seeing so great card tonight.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of jiu-jitsu tonight, and it has been as high class and high level as it comes. Well, this is our second show already of 2026 here in Brazil, and I'm proud to announce that we will be coming back for a third show, and that is all going down on Friday, May 29th for LFA 234. And the light heavyweight title will be on the line. Local favorite Leon Suarez gets a second shot at bringing LFA a gold back to Brasilia when he faces the reigning champion and Pedro, his protege, Lucas Fernando, in a light heavyweight showdown. It took Fernando only 62 seconds to win the belt last year. LFA 234 on May 29th and live on Vice TV. That's going to be a special night. We're excited to be back here in Brazil. But first, Big Nog, we still got some work to do here at LFA 229. Main event, and this is a big one in the welterweight division. Richard Martins and Vanderlei Gonçalves match up. Let's talk Richard Martins first. Has 10 victories out of 11 fights. He is as dangerous as they come on the feet. He loves to strike, but very well-rounded as well. If he gets a win tonight, he makes a strong case that he should get a shot at the title next.
It is, and he's only 26 years old, and this kid, he pushed the fight, you know, and he's really creative as a fighter. Good standards, change base, you know, fighting the both left and the right hand. Strong hands, you know, good punches, right hand really good for him. He get knees, you know, strike, but the best of this kid, he pushed the fight. He pushed the base of the fight, and he put the fight where he wants.
He's going to have a tough task tonight with that man, Vanderlei Gonçalves, Big Nog. He's a two-time regional MMA champion here, comes in with a 100% finishing rate.
I'm a big fan of this kid, you know, this kid is a Muay Thai guy. He have many fights in Thailand. See that his submission, arm triangle, that one I love it. I give someone a pride, you know, in the guillotines.
Yeah.
But he's an excellent striker. And he's almost my height, you know, my size of this division. So he's really good reach. Great fighter.
We will see on the tail of the tape, but he does have a major size, height advantage at least. I don't think the reach is that big, but this will be his first fight in the LFA, and he wants to make a statement tonight. That is the main event. We have reached the marquee fight of the night here in Sao Paulo in LFA 229 as we check out the final odds for this matchup in the welterweight division. Odds are always courtesy of Bet Online and Dime Bit, Dime Bit. And we look at the odds. Richard Martins comes in as a minus 300 favorite, and the comeback on Gonçalves is plus 202. Dime Bit is the official sports betting app and online casino of the LFA. Scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the action. Now let's take a closer look at tonight's welterweight showdown.
certeza o público pode esperar um show e eu vim para provar que eu sou o melhor da categoria. Meu nome é Vanderlei Gonçalves dos Santos, sou conhecido como Soul Glow, sou da equipe Fênix Top Team da cidade de Santos. Meu cartel atual agora é 9-2 e a experiência que eu tenho no Muay Thai pode servir sim como uma ajuda. Já passei por muitas situações dentro do ringue que podem acontecer nessa luta e com certeza pode me ajudar sim, minha experiência.
Eu sou um cara que busca sempre acabar as lutas rápido, então provavelmente vai ser mais um nocaute. Eu me chamo Richard Martins, eu sou de Paulínia, eu treino na equipe MMA. A mensagem para ele é que esteja pronto, porque eu treinei muito e é uma luta importante para mim. Ter participado do The Ultimate Fighter, o que mais me fez evoluir foi a experiência que eu troquei com os atletas Kobe Covington, Chael, então caras muito experientes, e a gente aprende uma coisa ou outra e isso faz a diferença, né, pro atleta. Então essa experiência que eu ganhei com eles, pô, com certeza é uma coisa que soma.
Mais gigante, né?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the fighters for the main event of this evening. In the blue corner, Vanderlei Gonçalves.
Riding a 4-fight win streak into his first LFA main event, Muay Thai World Champion, Vanderlei Gonçalves makes his LFA debut. 100% finishing rate, 5 knockouts, 4 submissions. He is Tapology's #8 ranked welterweight in Brazil. And we hadn't really even talked about this big nog, but he is the younger brother of Muay Thai and kickboxing legend, Cosmo Alexandre.
Alexandre, this kid is real good, man. He was a borrachinha at UFC, you know, MMA sparring partner for many years. This kid is, he made some history there in Thailand, man. He beats, you know, he beats a lot of guys, tough guys there in Thailand, and he came to the MMA and he learned how to submit. So he's a great guillotine, arm triangle. He does about everything. And see, this kid is my size, like 6'3", big foot.
Wow.
You know, he's the size of the like a leg squatter thing like this, fits in this weight division. He's impressive. Control the position, dominate the distance. Good knees and good submission.
We have talked, he said, that time training with Paulo Costa, as you just mentioned, has taken his MMA game to a whole new level.
Let's welcome now his opponent in the red corner, Richard Martin.
Undefeated since August 2019, Sao Paulo's Richard Martins going for his 10th win in a row in his first ever LFA main event. 9-fight win streak, a tough 33 alum. He was on Team Sonnen, and he lost to eventual welterweight winner Daniel Donacheko in the quarterfinals. The decision loss doesn't affect his overall record. He makes his 6th LFA appearance, comes in Minotauro with a spotless 5-0 record here in the promotion.
Yeah, 5-0 in the promotion, 8 KOs in that career, you know, 10-1 in his cartel, but he's young. He's hungry, and he steps in the promotion 5 times before So he went to the, fight the top that in the United States. So he got an international career as well. So his opponent too is an international fighter. Gonna be a great fight, man.
Absolutely. Representing MMA, Richard Martin's all business. He's won 10 of 11. It's time now for the main event, tail of the tape, powered by Monster Energy. Martins is 26 years old, and Gonçalves at 32 is 6 years older. Gonçalves is a substantial 6 inches taller. That's what we were speaking about. And we'll try to utilize that a 4-inch reach advantage. Both athletes hit the 170-pound mark. Now for the fighter introductions, here's Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all been waiting for is now. São Paulo, are you ready for the main event of the evening? This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Welterweight division, and it's brought to you by Monster. Unleash the beast. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. He weighs in at 170 pounds. He holds a professional record of 9 wins, being 5 knockouts and 4 submissions, with 2 defeats, representing Phoenix Top 10, fighting out of Santos, São Paulo, Vanderlei Gonçalves. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs in at 170 pounds. He holds a professional record of 10 wins, being 8 knockouts and 1 submission, with only 1 defeat, representing MMA and fighting out of Campinas, São Paulo, Richard Martins Goiás. And the referee in charge, Fernando Portela.
Vamos lá. Gentlemen, respect the rules and obey my commands. If you like, you can touch gloves now. Senhores, respeitem as regras e obedeçam meus comandos. Se quiserem, toquem as luvas agora. Vamos lá para os seus corners.
A lot on the line here in Sao Paulo. A massive matchup in the LFA welterweight division. The current champion, Jonathan Piersma from New York. I'm sure he is checking out this matchup here in Brazil. Richard Martins with the red tape and the yellow trunks, and Vanderlei Gonçalves, he's got the black shorts and blue tape. Combined 9 first-round finishes for these 2 men. Here we go, Big Nog.
Hey, Ron, that's a kind of fight you can all go to the kitchen, take some beer, man. Stay there, don't blame.
Save the adult beverages for later, not now.
If you had someone to ask to help you out, okay, go for it.
It's just a public service announcement from Big Nog, okay?
High level, Muay Thai from those 2 guys, kickboxing, Muay Thai, striking.
Right.
Like you said, he's a brother of Cosmo Alexandre, like a legend in the Muay Thai.
Oh my gosh, and kickboxing. Called a couple of his fights in the Glory organization, and that dude had tree trunks for legs. Gonçalves spoke about this LFA debut, said it's a real tough fight, but he's got a great record, but the opportunity is massive. He said, all I do is finish. And he wasn't kidding. 9 wins, 9 finishes. He said, no difference here. I'm going for the kill. Martin said he believes this is just a striker versus striker matchup. He wants to attack the body. Look for his overhand rights. Could be a factor.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's kind of starting fight in the beginning. Both guys are like, try the left hand first, like the jab. You see a counter kick.
Little chess match going on right now.
It is high level, man.
And one mistake can prove costly. 5 knockouts for Gonçalves, 8 KOs for Richard Martins. He's coming off a round 1 TKO in November.
Man, I'll tell you, like a couple months ago, I was trying to find someone to spar. To train with some UFC fighter. So I called Gonçalves. I say, are you fighting the LFA? He said, yeah, I will. He was like talking about he wants to fight LFA, you know, to get to the UFC next step.
Absolutely.
Actually, I was asking Michel Piquet, you know, you know, he needs a sparring partner, so I was calling him.
Michael Oliveira.
Michael Oliveira. It's not everyone who can spar this kid, man. You know?
No, I haven't even touched on the amazing nickname of Soul Glow for Gonçalves. Do you know what movie that's from, Big Nog? No pressure. No pressure. It's from Coming to America, the Eddie Murphy movie. And it was a fake commercial. And his coach gave him the nickname. His original nickname didn't even fit him. It was something like Small Stump. He is not a small man. He's 6'4". So Soul Glow. If you remember that movie, it's phenomenal. Worth the Google, kids. Under a minute to go, opening round. And really, both these guys, you could tell, Big Nog, they don't want to make a mistake, and I understand that.
It is very, like, you know, you see if you pay attention to the food, you know, very slow in the foot. You know, they want to get in the good position to throw that right hand. You know, he couldn't get, you know, in the right position.
Gonçalves, that's the first time he has attacked the lead leg and the calf of Martins.
Wow.
And there's the quick feet.
You see this high-level Muay Thai, the way he kicks it, the leg goes back.
Time winding down here in the first round. And Gonçalves, I believe it was a slip, and he's smiling. Horn sounds. Fighters will go back and get instructions. Unofficial stats looking here. First round, Gonçalves outstriking Richard Martins 17-10. And there was the kick from Gonçalves, powerful. And 9 of those strikes being kicks. Wow, I mean, that head kick connects. It may take your head off.
Yeah.
Octavio Canero, the head coach at Matt MMA, the corner of Richard Martins. Little cut on the nose there of Martins. And Vanderlei Gonçalves representing the Phoenix top team. As he said, he's done a lot of training with Paulo Costa. Striker. And we get ready for round number 2. Remember, scheduled for 3, no belt on the line, although this could be considered a title eliminator. Both men with a victory make a strong statement that they should get a shot at the title next. And now Gonçalves letting his hands fly here, and then right back to his kicks, his bread and butter.
Looked like Gonçalves came with a different, you know, speed. You know, the first round was to checking, you know, the positions, what he can throw. But probably he's faster than this. Look at that.
It's, you know, one of those situations where you see Muay Thai fights, they usually do start slow, and then the pace picks up as the fight goes on.
Borrachinha hired him to fight to be a sparring partner when he fought against Adesanya.
Oh, wow.
Adesanya.
Yeah.
You know, so he was like trying to get someone who was the highest levels of Adesanya.
We will see Adesanya in the UFC octagon tomorrow night. Let's see if Martins tries to pick up the pace here. He catches the kick of Gonçalves, lets it go. Nice stiff jab from Gonçalves.
Man, was a tough kick. That kick, that one he did the last one. You know, this kick looked like if you kick Gonçalves, you're kicking a table, man. Something.
You see the back and the rib area is turning red off Richard Martins. Some of those kicks starting to do some damage. Jab
and
from
now
Gonçalves.
he's getting some punch. He's doing some punches because it's already took the attention of Martins of these kicks. So he used first the kicks, then he used the punches.
Just past the halfway point of the second round, scheduled for 3. Nice low kick from Martins. Gonçalves tries to land one of his own. Nice level change in head movement from Martins.
Good jab.
And there it is again, the jab of Martins, finding the target a little bit. Oh, wow. Gonçalves with the nasty head kick and then attacks the calf. Martins bobbing and weaving his way in.
Wow, what a kick.
Yeah, look at the lead leg and the calf of Martins. That thing is turning colors. The LFA debut of Vanderlei Gonçalves. Two-time regional champion here in Brazil. He said none of that matters. He said this is the place to open doors to the UFC. And this is the best path I could be on. Can he get it done tonight? .45 seconds to go. Nice quick kick from Martins.
Wow, good one.
And the accuracy in the kicks from Gonçalves. He has landed 24 out of 28 kicks, Big Nog. I mean, he is putting on a kicking clinic right now.
It is. The Muay Thai world champ, man.
Exactly. And of course, he ends that round with another kick. So he goes back to his corner, and we check out the highlights here, that second round. Gonçalves throwing kick after kick. Nice jab from Martins. Both fighters exchanging. There's the jab from Gonçalves. Looking to pull off the upset here tonight in his LFA debut. So as we're coming into the third and final round, Big Nog, how do you have this one scored?
Yeah, I scored those 2 rounds to Vanderlei. He's making a great debut. He even, went better the second round than the first round. I think he got the distance. Like the numbers doesn't lie, man.
Right.
We see the numbers here, the cleaning of kicks, landed all the kicks, and he got some punches. And now he opened in space, to give some punches because the kicks was landed.
So,
but like people say, Martins grows in the third round. So let's see it. Let's see what's going to happen.
All right, let's see it. But I'm with you. 2-0 for Gonçalves, and I think Martins needs a finish.
My advice, don't go take a beer, man.
That's exactly right.
On the freeze.
Don't make him tell you again. Gonçalves outstriking Martins 56-31. And as we've talked about, it's mostly kicks, going 27 kicks thrown, or excuse me, landed, and 34 thrown. Very fluid on the feet. This combination. Martins now circling around. He has that one punch power. Takes just 8 knockouts out of his 10 wins.
But you see, he's too close, man. He got the distance already. He dominates inside the middle of the octagon. He pressured. You see that, Martins good, but Gonçalves is another, I think, showing another level of Muay Thai.
Especially tonight. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Well, MMA is MMA, man. Anything can happen, man. That's why we love this sport. See this kid. He's already changed his strategy, tried to grab.
And they will restart with just under 3 minutes to go. I'm very impressed with Gonçalves.
And he's even getting
just
closer.
Having fun.
He's getting closer, to give the knees and elbows now.
Yeah.
So, look at that. Wow.
Hopped Martins. And now a combination. Wow. Martins firing back, but Gonçalves, he's rocking Martins right now.
I'll tell you, when Borrachinha fought Adesanya, I saw the sparring between Borrachinha and this kid. Was high-level sparring, like the boxing. He's good, man. He's good.
Yeah, this is high-level Muay Thai and stand-up here in the LFA Octagon. Under 2 minutes to go.
Look at that elbow, man. Wow.
Continuing to fire away.
Wow, man. Wow.
I mean, Gonçalves looking to make a statement here tonight. And it just seems like Richard Martins is just a step behind. Wow. There's a nasty knee. Gets through the guard.
High-level Muay Thai, man. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, he's just been able to, like you said, Big Nog, to keep that distance where he's so dangerous, and he's piecing up Ricky Martins now. Although Martins coming back in the first takedown attempt from Gonçalves. It might have been the power of Richard Martins. He is looking for the fight finish, and he got it! What a comeback! Career-defining victory! The over 6-year win streak continues. Just when you thought Richard Martins was over and out, he puts an end
to this fight in spectacular fashion.
Wow, Rome. You know what? This kid came back from the hell, man. He was in the rain, man.
Well said, man.
He came back. Just one punch, you know, changed everything, man. Wasn't was his beginning the body, and the body then went to the neck. And I thought was, you know, oh, look at that. One punch in the head.
One punch, and you can see right away for Gonçalves to go for a takedown. He was rocked.
He was rocked, man. He tried. He was thought. You know, this position was saved him from the, wow, one punch.
We said it. It only takes one. Had 8 career knockouts or TKOs, or 9 tonight. Richard Martins gets it done in spectacular fashion. We'll get the official time on the other side. Epic comeback for Richard Martins, who is still living La Vida Loca. With that win, he improves to 11-1. Let's get the official time from Thiago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Fernando Portela has called the stop at 4 minutes and 4 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Richard Martins Goiz.
Vanderlei Gonçalves was winning that fight until he wasn't. Richard Martins, what a spectacular comeback, and he is standing by with Thiago Pamplona.
I'm here with the winner, Richard Martins. Richard, that fight started as almost a chess match, very strategic. And then your opponent had the distance in the second and the third round, but you came out with an incredible body shot. Did you know that the body was a weakness for him, or did you plan to hit the body like that?
Essa luta foi quase jogo de xadrez, você e ele tinha lutador mais alto, com uma envergadura maior. Você estava esperando isso? Como é que foi teu plano para essa luta?
Peraí, vocês posso segurar? Não? Então, a estratégia da luta, por ele ser alto, o corpo fica mais exposto, então é uma coisa que eu estava pensando, né, assim, bater no corpo, e deu certo no terceiro round. Um cara muito duro, foi difícil, tomei boas mãos dele, chacoalhou bastante, mas eu consegui, no final, encaixar a mão aí.
He's a very tough guy and a tall guy, which means that my body keeps exposure for him, but I managed to recover it, to control the fight, and at the end of it, I was satisfied with the result of it.
Man, you just had your opportunity at the Ultimate Fighter, and then you come back to the LFA, you win the main event in incredible fashion with a spectacular comeback. What's next for you? What do you want next?
Agora, nessa tua volta para o LFA, você ganhando a luta, ganhando bem, se recuperando ao final, quais são os teus planos? O que vem depois? Qual é o próximo passo para você?
Hey, Dana, send me a chance for Contender Series, please. I'm ready.
Dana, me dá uma chance, eu estou pronto para ir para o UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Richard Martins Goiz.
He may have just earned himself, if not the title shot here in the LFA, but
That epic comeback definitely will get him on the UFC's radar. His 9th career win via knockout or TKO. What a comeback for Richard Martinson. What a night it's been here in Sao Paulo. 6 fights, 5 finishes. We saw some high-level jiu-jitsu on display, as well as some crazy striking and knockouts. As we check out the earlier results, Bia Basílio continues her winning ways, improves to 2-0 as a pro, scores her 2nd first-round finish. And then, hello, Renan Freitas comes in, his 7th first-round finish, got it done in his LFA debut. The Brazilian bad boy, he is back. Diego Bianchini comes in and makes quick work of Yuri and Neles for the win. The former Bantamweight champion gets a huge victory as he comes back and starts his journey to reclaim his belt. Unanimous decision win for Vinicius Pires. And then Felipe dos Santos, 5th submission win. And what a win it was for the 4-time UFC veteran. Well, the action rolls on. Next week is the second half of back-to-back events. On Friday, April 3rd, the Sooner State, Oklahoma, and the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in Shawnee play host to LFA number 230. Friday, April 3rd, there is the matchup in Bantamweight. We will be live on Vice TV. The executive producers of the LFA are the Imperial Family Companies, Ed Suarez, Sven Bean, and Mark Berry. For my broadcast partners, number one, hey, what a great crew here in Sao Paulo. Producer AJ Pacheco and everyone else part of the crew getting it done. Chris Markwell and Jamie McClintock in the States. Blade Miner, our director, Cejudo. Huge night here as LFA 229 did not disappoint. For my broadcast partners, the MMA legend Big Nog and Thiago Pamplona, we will see you back here on Vice TV on Friday, April 3rd from Oklahoma. I'm Ron Kruk. Boa noite!